Hello, everyone. This is Diane, the lady with the property that I talk about often. She calls it a combined estate sale, but it's all on her property, outdoors, in tents and in a shed. She opened up her property again for this weekend, for the 4th of July weekend, and I went, today's Friday, the 3rd. So I was there a little bit after 8 o'clock today. There were already quite a few people there. And I didn't get much. There wasn't much that I wanted. And that's a good thing because I didn't want to bring much home, but I wanted to go see what they had. So let me show you what I brought home. First of all, I found another head vase. And this is not for crafting, obviously. It's going to go up in my office. But I've never seen a little girl one. They've all been ladies. I'll clean it up. Now, I don't know what she's holding, but it has a little tiny opening there. So I wonder if you would just put a little sprig, because this is a planter, if you'd put a little sprig of a flower or something in there. But she's really cute, isn't she? She looks like a little schoolgirl. I love her. So the crafty things I got were this one lone patchwork square was just in a box of stuff. I don't know what she charged me for it, really. I don't think she charged me at all for that. And yes, I was destashing my fabrics yesterday, and I definitely know I don't need more. But these are, both of these prints I have in 3 pieces. So two pieces will go in my shop in a bundle, and I'll just keep one of each. I love this. It's a sturdy fabric, which is nice. It would be great for a spine or a cover. And I just think that is so pretty. And it kind of matches, that is the same. These flowers are the same, but they're different colors. So they don't quite match, but they probably were printed by the same company. And I like this one too, with it's kind of wallpapery looking. Wouldn't that make a pretty journal cover? And I got, all of these things were 50 cents each. I don't use the seam tape, or sometimes it's called hem tape or hem lace. I don't use that as lace, but I thought it would be nice to use in tassels. So they're 50 cents each, so I got them. And then this was also 50 cents, and I really do like this little vintage trim. There's quite a bit there. And this is a pack of 12 burlap hearts. It was for a Valentine craft, but I think they're burlap. Yeah. Kind of starched or something. But I thought they would be a fun embellishment to add. And then a box of these bead landing beads. It's kind of gross on the back, but I'm going to open it up and dump them into my bead container. I got a bag of yo-yos, and I think they're Christmas, but I can break it up and put it in Christmas bundles. There might be some pieces I can keep too that aren't, I mean, I could keep some red ones and some green ones. They don't have to be for Christmas. I like the plaid. There's a shiny gold one. I just love the little size. They're a little harder to find. So I will definitely keep some of these, but I'll put some, there's a lot. I'll put some with my Christmas journals also, or Christmas kits. I got these. Now I paid $35 for everything, and this vase was $15, so that means I paid $20 for all of the craft stuff. And as she was tallying it up, I knew this was $6. It said it on the bag, and she said the fabric would be $4, $2 for each print, and this was $5. I didn't show you that yet, did I? And I knew that the other things I just showed you were 50 cents. So it came out at $19 because I didn't know what she charged for these. I know this was $5. So it came out that this was $1 because everything else totaled 19. The things I knew about, the things I knew the price of. So I'm not surprised that she gave me this for free. Sometimes she'll just kind of just toss it back into the pile without adding anything. It's just 3 blank bank deposit slips, and they're from the 1900s. You know, it doesn't mean it's early 1900s, but it's before 2000. This is a very, very old and grungy little notebook that has recipes written in it in pencil with lots of splatters. I love this. And this is an 1878 Harper's Monthly Magazine. And this was not what it was what I thought it would be, because I've had this twice, and there were cloth pages with these dolls that you could cut out and sew or glue and stuff to make little dolls. But this is not. It says a natural stimulus to the art of needlecraft, costume copies in natural colors of original dolls imported from foreign lands. These are not cloth. These are paper, but they're glossy, kind of plasticized, and the pages are folded so that if I removed it, this would open up into a leaflet. And it's 1939. Yep, 1939. And it does have instructions on what to do with these. You are supposed to sew these into dolls. Wow. And they're not even fabric. These are some different ones. They're not the same images. And that's a wood carving. United States. That's pretty. Beautiful. And it is nice that it's not front and back, because it opens. Oh, there, the staples came out, so it opens out like that, so they're white on the back. There's another United States Acorn Boy. Says Hawaii, but Hawaii was as a separate nation because Hawaii was not a part of the United States in 1938. Morocco, Japan, another United States. All the United States ones are men. Africa, Guatemala, Egypt, and Bulgaria. Pretty fun. And lastly, I forgot to mention when I went to the flea market on Monday, I got a box of these from Bob. And I didn't show it to you in Monday's video. They are piano rolls. So he had a box of 12, and I really did not want 12, but he gave them to me at such a good price. So I have 12, and they're all in different boxes. So I brought 3 over to see if, how they look. They're all different. That one has, I love it when they have the pull that fastens onto something in the piano that will then pull it forward. So I could sell these. I would like to sell them, like a whole roll. And I could also cut some up and sell them in pieces. So you let me know what you would like. If you're interested in buying a piano roll, let me know. So these are 3, and there are 9 more. I could, we'll figure out how to do it, but I think I have an envelope big enough to hold the box. But if you don't, like, that box is damaged. If you don't want the box, I could ship them without the box. And that one has a hole in it, but it's a pretty box. They're not all pretty like that. That's what I have to show you today, and I will be spending much of the day doing some more organizing. I got a lot done with the fabrics yesterday, and I intend to continue, and I've destashed quite a bit of it too. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you're having a creative day. Bye.